Is gratitude beneficial for people who struggle with mental health concerns? And if so, how? There was a research study that was done involving 300 adults. They were college students who were seeking mental health counseling at a university, and they reported low levels of mental health at that particular time. The majority of these people were seeking counseling services at the university, and they were struggling with issues, I guess, related to depression and anxiety. And in the study, the participants were randomly assigned into three groups. And although the three groups received counseling, the first group was also instructed to write one letter of gratitude to another person for each week for 3 weeks, okay? Whereas the second group was asked to write about their deepest thoughts and feelings about their negative experiences. And the third group they didn't do any writing activity whatsoever. So what did they find? Compared with the participants who wrote about their negative experiences or only received counseling, those who wrote gratitude letters, well, they reported significantly better mental health in 4 weeks and then 12 weeks after their writing exercises ended. And this suggests that gratitude writing can be beneficial, not just for healthy, well-adjusted individuals, but also for those who struggle with mental health concerns. In fact, it seems that practicing gratitude on top of receiving psychological counseling carries greater benefits than counseling alone, even when gratitude practice is brief. So if we practice gratitude, it helps us to, number one, never take anything for granted. It also shows others that we are not the type of people to take anything for granted. And that if we receive something, that we are just truly grateful for that. And I'm sure that will open us up to receiving more because we appreciate what we get. And this creates a cycle of generosity. Okay, number two, gratitude helps us notice the good that comes from outside ourselves. We see the good in the world and in the people around us. And this increases our feelings of security and connectedness. Three, it's impossible to feel grateful and negative at the same time. The more space gratitude is allowed to take up, the more it will expand itself and make way for other positive emotions like connection, happiness, appreciation, joy, and more good feelings means less room for those toxic ones. And four, researchers also found that gratitude can help with depression and increase positive feelings. Oh, well, enough said. Gratitude and mindfulness work hand in hand. So if we don't create a practice of gratitude, well, then we will not practice gratitude. It's just that simple. What we practice grows stronger. We have to practice gratitude. So journaling or something, take a moment. What are you grateful for today? If you have a pen and paper, write them down. List a few things or qualities. You can push pause now and do it. Okay, now let's take a look. I'm sure that there are brilliant things to be grateful for and lifted your spirits just thinking about them. But did any of these points that you wrote down include yourself, your qualities, your talents, the things that you have maybe done for others? Push pause and list those good qualities of yourself and the things you do for others. Do it now. Okay. So we all know what confessionals are, but where are the rejoicingals? We may feel uncomfortable about thinking about this question as to why, but we're so used to confessing and repenting or feeling shame for the bad things that we do. But how often do we feel joy or rejoice for the good things, the good qualities we have and the things that we do? And the better we feel about ourselves, the more protected we will be against sadness, overwhelming guilt, and of course, depression. It's time to open the windows and let the sun come in. You'll never be happy if you're not happy. Gratitude for others, what we have and who we are is the practice of happiness. With mindfulness, we set the intention to do a daily practice of gratitude. And we buy a journal and we make sure that we visit it every day and we make those lists and not forget to include yourself. Your brain will rewire from complaining and seeing the world as bleak to seeing it as more wonderful. With great opportunity, your face will shine and your smile will grow, and you will infect others in a good way. Gratitude rewires our brain so we become less likely to focus on positives in the world than the negatives. And we're not going to become ignorant of danger if we appreciate the positives for a little while, but we will become more open for the good. Our brain will always look for things that keep us safe, but we also need things that nurture our happiness and, of course, our emotional well-being. So join me now for the practice of gratitude. See you there.